It's 9 o'clock. Could you please stand and join us for the flag salute? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning, everyone. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes of the Monday, September 8th, 2025 meeting as written?
So moved.
Been moved by Barker and seconded by McCurry. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. Motion to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the Coffee County payroll notice for Melissa, can you pronounce that for me?
Marquette.
Marquette, I would assume, yeah. Jail, kitchen / cook, employment change, step change, grade change, wage classification from 30-3 to 20-6, wage from $20.47 to $19.62, effective 9/10/2025.
So any idea why she's stepping back or what's going on there?
I don't know. Must be what she wanted to do, I guess. Also
Second.
moved by Thompson, seconded by Abendroth. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Upon the request of the Coffee County Housing Authority Board to authorize and direct the chairman to sign the real estate mortgage release, acknowledging satisfaction in full debt secured by Linda Snyder, a tract beginning 120 feet northwesterly from a point commencing at the intersection of the extended north line of Main Street and the west line of 3rd Avenue, thence running northeasterly parallel with the west line of the 3rd Avenue 150 feet, thence running northwesterly parallel with the extended north line of Main Street 80 feet, thence running southwesterly parallel with the west line of 3rd Avenue 150 feet, thence running southeasterly along said extended north line of Main Street 80 feet to the place of beginning in the city of Gridley, Kansas, located in the southwest quarter of Section 28, Township 22 South, Range 14, east of the 6th Principal Meridian, Coffee County, Kansas, less that portion deeded to the city of Gridley and for the roadway. Number 2, a tract commencing at a point on the extended north line of Main Street of Gridley, Kansas, and 200 feet in a northwesterly direction from the intersection of the west line of 3rd Street and a north line of the extended north line of Main Street, thence running in a northeasterly direction parallel with the west line of 3rd Street, 150 feet, thence running in a northwesterly direction parallel with the extended north line of Main Street to the intersection with the west line of the southwest quarter of Section 28, Township 22, Range 14 South, east of the 6th Principal Meridian, Coffee County, Kansas, thence running south along said quarter section line to the intersection with the extended north line of Main Street, thence southeasterly along said extended north line of Main Street to the place of beginning, less that portion deeded to the city of Gridley and for roadway. The volume and page of the mortgage is recorded in as book volume M317, page 732 to 733 of the records of the Register of Deeds for Coffee County, Kansas.
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Abendroth, seconded by McCurry. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. I don't want to repeat it.
Thank you.
Okay. 5, Housing Authority Director Rhonda Gilbert and USD 244 Superintendent Craig Marshall, drainage ditch. Good morning.
Good morning. We just wanted to get on the agenda just for a couple minutes and just share with you the update. If you haven't read the newspaper, the city did approve paying for the entirety of the drainage ditch work. So they are going to pay for that to solve the drainage problem. So again, a great partnership, you guys helping out, Rhonda with the Housing Authority, us, the school district, city, working together to make hopefully 6 new houses happen here very, very soon. The anticipation is hopefully that Victory Excavation can to get the drainage problem solved by the end of this month. That was their indication, but as we know, weather can be a challenge and there's more rain coming, so hopefully by the end of this month it will be resolved, but if not, then we'll have just a little bit of a delay. It's not really more an update, just an update.
Do they have the draw on the plans? Is it going along the west and the south, or which way are they moving the ditch to?
Yeah, it starts on the west, cross street, and then goes south, and then goes east.
Going to go along the west side of the property and then along the south. Okay, I'm just curious
So,
which way they're moving.
so the engineering, I mean, who's doing the engineering part?
CSI or whoever you guys use.
CSI.
Thank you.
Okay.
I would get the initials wrong, so, yeah. We contacted them, Corbin, from there, and we knew they were reputable and to get us what needed to be done for that, so.
Okay.
And again, a reminder, you guys did contribute $4,000 to the project, so thank you so much. Rhonda, I think it was through a shovel grant, is
But
that right?
ours was just $1,200 just to get the plans here, so,
Correct.
yeah.
And then we contributed $2,800, and then the city has contributed $17,650, I do believe is the amount to fix the drainage problem. So again, a great partnership, great working relationship with everybody to make this happen, and then hopefully the drainage, will be resolved. Our board is looking to put out a request for proposal to have some real estate agent do the marketing piece for this, to be able to sell the lots. So we're going to put that out here in the next few days, and then hopefully have that approved at our next board meeting in October. So per our board's approval.
Craig, I was hit up this weekend by an individual about buying that whole thing and leaving it as a park, letting kids play on it.
That is not what we're looking to do with that plan, not us or the
They were
board.
very interested in doing that, so I'll have them contact you. They think it'd be more valuable letting the kids with the rec have the things there. And they just approached me about it, and I passed them with you.
And I can tell you, we've had discussions, not because that land is owned by us, the school district, but the rec center, they're the ones that take care of it. They mow it, and they've had like teams like practice on it in the past. Well, now that we have field turf on all of our fields, there's not much, if any, activity happening on that land because the kids are using, the field turf for soccer, for football, flag football, tackle football. We just in talking with Scott Jeffers and Trevor Smith, they are very much in favor of, they don't want to have to mow that anymore. They're tired of mowing it, tired of dealing with it, and again, so that they can contact me, that's fine, because we are the owners of that land. But I think all of our working partnership here, relationship has been directed towards making that land, available for houses.
Getting in development.
Could it, is it possible it could change? Yes, I'm not ruling out anything, but I think that's what we've all decided is the, kind of the direction to go. So anyway, but we'll see. Thank you for the information, Todd, I appreciate it.
I want to talk to you after this.
Sure, that would be fine. After again, you can direct them to contact me.
Thank you.
I guess on the drainage, it'll be assured that there'll be no water backed up on property owners surrounding the area, correct? That's.
Correct.
Right.
Exactly, and really, truthfully, from what we've heard is, by doing this project, it's actually going to make the drainage better because you're going to be carving out more drainage, it'll be more volume, to be able to handle more water. So again, in terms of is there going to be additional water? Not necessarily. The runoff is still from the high school. It's still from the streets. Cross, Willett, those streets around there. But because those ditches are going to be carved out more so and be more for drainage,
Sure.
that water should run away from that land. And of course, building up in the middle there where the diagonal drainage currently is, you're going to build that area up with dirt from the drainage work, or we have a lot of extra dirt from our turf project behind our baseball and softball fields.
Right, and that was the only concern, was that as long as it didn't affect any surrounding homeowners with backup water or anything, and that,
At the city commission meeting, city council meeting, I'm sorry, Kyle Dauber was there, if I'm not mistaken, new city streets superintendent, and he indicated he thought that the drainage would actually be a lot better. Great question, though, Steve.
no, just a concern.
I agree.
Right.
Craig, was that box culvert that runs under Osborne Street there, was it included in this engineering study? Do you remember, as far as sizing?
Well, we just turned it over to the engineers. I mean, I would assume that they would have taken that all into consideration because, you know, they did all the graphs and everything to see where everything was. I mean, we wanted to use somebody very credible, which
Sure.
is not just anybody could go in there and do that.
Right.
I just had a couple calls, they was concerned about that water with that box culvert, if it was addressed, oversized or made bigger. I also had a call that this individual was concerned that there was apartment buildings going in up there.
It's not the case. It's going to be housing that's going to be of similar nature to what's in that neighborhood, and that's the other part. When we put the marketing, you would have to, part of what we want to do is you would have to submit a plan to us for what you're going to look to build.
The site
We've had
plan.
some people speak about that and say,
Right.
oh, why don't you do something like that? The buildings are bigger. It's like, no, we want it to look like the rest of the neighborhood.
Correct.
Get you.
Yeah, that was the rumor that was going
Yeah.
around, so they called and said, hey, here we're getting apartments up here, and I said, no.
Again, can't say it clear enough. We're looking for 6 lots, 6 houses to fit the neighborhood.
And I think we talked about that before.
Yes.
Yes.
Just,
That was our goal. It was just options. They were like, oh, why don't you do this?
Right.
I don't even think the zoning up there would allow apartment buildings go in without a change on it, so.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
I think
exactly.
the zone's all one up there.
So there are going to be things, stipulations. We'll work with our real estate agent, whomever we end up working with on the marketing. One, you're going to have to build a house on a lot within a certain amount of time. Second, you're going to have to submit a building plan that's going to be able to be approved ahead of time before you build, so that it's not just whatever
Right,
you want to
right.
build. It's going to fit with the neighborhood.
okay. Yeah, just make sure your agreement spells those things out.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've got a period of time to build and, you know, and have some consequences if they don't.
Exactly.
You're just marketing the lots, and you're allowing other people to build.
Correct. Any other questions?
No,
Okay.
I believe so.
All right.
thanks.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks so
Thank you.
much.
Appreciate your service.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Here, we're gonna go to break here shortly.
Okay.
Can you wait around?
I've got a 9. Yeah, well, that's okay. I can wait.
Jenny,
There's 9:30.
there's some other, I'm gonna be here at her 5 o'clock.
Okay,
So,
so we've got a little time here yet, don't
you
we?
could see if Ryan wants to go in.
Ryan, about how long do you think you've got
Oh,
pending complications from this
I mean, 10
board?
minutes maybe,
Okay.
at most.
Okay, okay. Wait just a second. Good. That suit everybody?
Yeah, I know.
Maybe Angie's got some papers for us to sign.
We do.
She does.
She's unrelentless.
I think all that good package for you.
Yeah, it was on the last one.
Woody, how are you?
I'm well, how are you?
Okay, well,
It won't be.
Ryan, do you wanna come on up?
Sure.
Good morning.
Good morning. How's everyone?
Good
Good.
Good deal. So, didn't have any call-outs this weekend.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, it's always a good thing. So, just a few things, don't have a lot today. Do have one road permit, road use permit that we're issuing here, and this would be kind of tied in with the airport project up there. And just the need to get a temporary construction entrance in on that north side, to help with getting some materials, in there to that project, some of the base rock, and it'll help with the asphalt project, so. Part of that road use agreement, just kind of standard, stuff that we require, some dust abatement, dust control that they'll put on for that 700 feet from the Highway 75 going down to that construction entrance, and then, if there's anything, maintenance rock or any type of road repair what we need to do for use of that road, that'd be included.
And that's just a temporary entrance, correct?
Yeah, it'll come out at the completion of the project. So they'll tear that fence out, get that temporary entrance in, and then get the project done, and then put the fence back, tear the drive out, and,
Okay.
go from there.
So do you need any action?
No,
from us
that's
to do
just a
that?
heads up, just a
Okay.
heads up on that.
Okay.
Next is a motion, this kinda come up late last week, but the sheriff's office, is gonna have a few items going into an online auction. And so we've had some stuff that we've kind of been holding on to go to an online auction. And so this is just a disposal motion, allowing us to pursue that, and we're just gonna add that on to the stuff that they're getting rid of. It's of no use to us, it's just sitting around.
Okay.
Really no big ticket items here, really. One kind of oddball thing is a pile of millings sitting up there at the 50 and 75. It's like, I don't know anybody will buy them, but we'll see. They've been sitting up there for years, and there's no value to us for them. So
Yeah, I
we,
don't have it.
No, I know, I just didn't.
Maybe somebody will find a use for them, Brian.
No, I have it.
yeah, yeah, maybe so. Like I said, that was something we worked on this weekend, sent out early this morning, so.
Okay. What made you do it, or the sheriff's department, or you made the
Well, they-
decision to
they-
sell with Gavel Roads?
Yeah, that's who they've utilized in the past, I think, for their stuff. And so they just reached out and said that they were pursuing that, and asked if we had anything we wanted to add on to it,
Mhm.
so.
She's gonna copy you guys. She did it.
Oh,
What we're
okay,
working on.
fine.
So I can run through this auction list. So basically, there's an old 10-foot bush hog that, we've stripped all the parts off of it. There's 3 overhead asphalt oil tanks. They're 8,500 gallon tanks that we used to have down here in the yard. They haven't been used for 30 years, and we just got them moved out of our way out there to make up some room here. There's an old side boom mower. That's junk. The concrete pier forms and footing forms that we no longer need. The pile of millings. There is a crack filler. We replaced that here last year with a new one. I-beam frames for some old trash catchers at the landfill, trailer house frame from the landfill, some old liner rolls. couple old metal ladders that were built.
You say a trailer house frame?
Yeah, I don't know, it's something that's been sitting out there for
Yeah.
a while. But
No, it just seems strange that,
Okay. Will?
yeah, I am.
I guess, based upon the recommendation of the Road and Bridge Superintendent to find that the following items are no longer required or cannot prudently be used for public purposes of Coffee County, and as such should be disposed of by sale. Notice of the board's intention to dispose of said property with Gavel Roads Online Auctions, Wichita, Kansas, will be published on September 18th and September 25th in the official county newspaper.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been moved by Curry and seconded by Barker. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
alright, thank you. Just an update on the asphalt project on Angus. They got all the base, repair work done last week, so that road was closed for portions of it for a couple days out there, so they got, the base asphalt in, and they're starting, the first leveling course of asphalt, right now, and that'll be an ongoing project for probably 3 weeks or more. Pretty good sized project.
Do you think they got all the areas that needed attention
Yeah,
repaired?
yeah, I mean, for the most part, we had added a few from the original contract. I think we added 4 spots, so I think, you know, anything else that's there, I think we've taken care of the base side of it.
Right.
So I know there's still a few areas of some minor retting and stuff, but, you know, it's not blowing apart, you know, so I think we're good on that. And really, we got in there and the base was good. We had one spot that, the base was a little soft, but it was just the lack of asphalt, was the issue there, and I was really, surprised when we got in there. The base was pretty decent.
Okay, just had some people voice some concerns, as
Yeah.
myself, that also that, you know, we're spending a lot of money to put asphalt on top of it, and we want a suitable base under it,
Right.
so it lasts. you know.
Right.
So, Ryan, it's not gonna be like John Deere Road, is it?
John Deere Road. No.
Okay, I've been, with being at Hartford, hit up a lot by patrons down there about that. I was sure you're gonna lay a nice base on it and get it back to being smooth.
Yeah, no. So this first lift of asphalt's an 1.5 inch leveling course, and then there's actually an 1.5 inch top course. So I mean, it's 3 inches of asphalt going on there. You know, there's only 5 or 6 inches of asphalt there, so I mean really 8 to 10 inches is ideal.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just
So basically, they're gonna fill all the low spots.
Oh, yeah.
In this first pass.
Yeah.
And get a level surface,
Yep.
and then lay more on top.
Correct. correct.
Okay.
But, so, I am getting a few prices. We've got a few bridge approaches, a couple on Emmer Road, one south of 12th that we knew we were gonna have to do some base work on approach to it. And then, bridge down there by, around 8th by Lincoln Felders. The approaches are rough, and then out here at 12th and Garner. So, you know, I know Kilo's doing some asphalt work out here, and APAC, and so I'd like to maybe kind of add those bridges and some of the approach work in while we got the contractors here. You know, I don't know that we need to go out for formal bids, but I'm getting the prices from the people that we usually get bids from. And I would say probably for all 3 of those bridges, it's going to be probably over $50,000 worth of work, but it's just every so often you got to go in and fix those bridge approaches and get the ride smooth down. So I'll see what we come up with for prices on that, but hopefully try to work that in while we got some asphalt work going on.
All those areas you mentioned.
No, they need it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Is that you said Lincoln Feller, is that the road going into Gridley?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so there's 2 bridges on Emmer and
Right.
this one out here, 12th and Garner's.
Wade, are we okay to do that with without formal bidding, or?
I think Brian and I can talk and maybe sort it out based on what figures he gets.
Yeah. Okay. That bridge there at 8th and Emmer, is there, we have anything in the plans to repair that bridge railing?
Yeah, when we get the asphalt approaches done, then we'll come in and fix the bridge guardrail on that left side.
Yeah. Just be nice to have it fixed.
No, no, correct.
Reminder of a-
No, that's right, it
Unfortunate
needs
incident.
fixed. We did have Keith, the engineer, he looked at that here about a month ago and give us
Okay, that's why I didn't.
what we
know
need
how
to
much-
do to get that repaired.
How much damage there was to the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we'll definitely get that fixed up here this fall.
The sealant's looking really good on 22nd, and then down there where that, you guys worked and worked and worked. And by Dale Moss's place, we got both places. Every time they go back to work, it seems to be like it's settling.
It's settled, but that'll be a problem that we'll have to contend with for,
It's sat on it, boy, it's nice
Yeah.
the road is and everything that's done now.
yeah. But, I mean, yeah, 'cause we had that filled in
It
right
was
before we
great,
chipped
yeah.
it, but no, we'll probably have to go back and put a skin patch on that culvert, here this fall.
You might wanna look at the tracks at Lebo. Yesterday, railroad drove a track hoe across it up back onto our property there, makes stuff crap out of it. Across.
Okay, yeah, I noticed that when I drove through there, but,
They were on there yesterday, and that outfit, the subcontractor for them, they got Mississippi written on their trucks,
okay,
in case they get out of anything, but they are pretty scuffed up.
okay.
You guys have just done some work on it.
Yeah, we just swept that and getting ready for fog seal today up there, so we'll take a look at it.
Maybe that'll just take care of it. You might wanna look at that, the damage on it.
That's all I have.
Okay.
Turn lanes are coming along well.
Yeah. Yeah, we got that asphalt put on 22nd.
22nd, yeah, that's gonna be nice.
Hopefully get this other one done and,
It won't take them very long.
yeah,
They're doing a nice job, it looks like.
yeah, that'd be nice.
Weather to cooperate with.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see this week's,
Are you guys gonna cut the entrance at 20th Road Project?
no. No. I know they were, getting the water line cased up there.
Have you been added to their list of contact people to keep in the loop of?
I've been in contact up there.
I know we talked about putting you on there, make sure they inform you of what's happening.
Yep. All right.
All right.
Well, thank you
Very
much.
good.
Thanks.
Keep up the good work.
Okay, thank you. Well, sir, I guess you're here with the
Yep.
75,
Yes, sir.
correct? And, so what we have on the agenda is Coffee County Economic Development, Jenny Tapman, MIH grant, and department updates. And Jenny is ill today, but I can either put her on the phone here, I guess I can call her and see if we can hear her on the phone, maybe.
Hi, this is Jenny.
Hey Jenny, it's Wade. Got you on speakerphone here.
Hello, good morning.
Morning. So I guess, do you want to address us about your spot on the agenda, or?
Yeah, sure, and I don't know, did Patrick show up this morning?
Yes, yes.
Okay, cool, and I apologize, guys, that I can't be there in person this morning. You probably wouldn't want me there, I just don't wanna get everybody sick. But, I know we needed to go ahead and have this discussion because the moderate income housing grant is gonna be due, that's here in a couple weeks. And Patrick can kind of explain to you guys, what his plan is and what he wants to do for his application. He has come in and already presented his housing development project to you all, so you should know a little bit about that. And what kind of happened, Patrick approached me that he was wanting to apply for the MIH grant for his housing development project, which I believe he would qualify to submit an application with his project. I don't know how much you guys know about the moderate income housing grant, but basically it's through the Kansas Housing Resource Corporation. It's designed to kind of help the median income households that maybe earn too much for the low income housing support, but we still need quality housing in our community in that middle range, which for Coffee County, I did some more looking up this morning, that would fit into for a single family home, 300 to 400,000 would still fit into what they consider moderate income housing. So we've got that. Originally, we were looking at having the city of Lebo sponsor the application, since the housing development would be just, down the road from Lebo. The city council actually did approve to sponsor the application, but then I found out Friday that because the housing development is outside of Lebo city limits, the city would not be allowed to sponsor the application. It would have to be through the county. So that's where we're at and why we're asking the county to sponsor the application for the grant. I checked with Kansas Housing Resource Corporation on Friday. I don't know if Rhonda with Housing Authority talked to you guys at all this morning, but they're looking at applying for a grant for a triplex in city limits of Burlington. Typically, a county is only allowed to submit one MIH grant application, but they're going to check and see because the Housing Authority, because nonprofits can also submit their own grants. City and county and governments can submit grants, but I'm not sure if they would consider the Housing Authority a separate nonprofit or that they would consider it part of the county. So that's what I'm still waiting back. I called them this morning and they didn't answer to see if the county if we would be able to submit both grant applications or just one. So that's kind of the two discussion points this morning is, one, would the county be interested in sponsoring the MIH grant for the 75 housing development? Obviously, the development is going to meet the requirements for the matching funds, so it wouldn't cost the county any funding. We would just have to be the grant administrator. And then possibly the discussion on where we're at with, I don't know if we need to have that discussion yet, if only one grant application could be submitted, what we want to do with that.
Jenny, do you write the grant yourself?
No, actually, Patrick is
Patrick.
working on the grant,
Okay,
and
fine.
then I've been getting him any of our information that we need, but he has all the information on his development project.
So what you're needing is support from either Lebo and now it's the county, is that correct?
Correct.
All right.
So Patrick has been doing all the legwork, but it's sort of like with the CDBG grants, how, Garrett Nordstrom wrote it and worked on it for the school, but then the county had to apply for it and be the applicant.
Have you got your application all completed to be submitted?
I got quite a bit of work to do yet on it.
Do you know when the deadline for submittal is?
I believe it's the 9th.
October 6th, it was saying on
Okay.
noon Friday, October the 6th.
Can you make it?
Yeah, well, I will. Yeah. This is not my first application, so I'm gonna be copying and pasting a lot of that stuff, but the main thing is it is a lot of work, so I just wanna make sure that I get
You
a
have-
sponsorship
You have
first.
the support.
Yes, and then it'll be full steam ahead once we get the sponsorship.
Do you have an idea about how much that grant will offer?
It's up to 650. So the rule with them is about 25% of what your development is what they will allow. So
Is it designated for any specific aspect of your project?
it's all, it could be anywhere.
Spend it wherever you want on
Yep.
it. Infrastructure, streets,
Yep.
grass seed, whatever you need.
Yep. Again, a lot of it goes for gap funding. So when in housing, as you know, a lot of the times what you can sell it for versus what you've got in it, the margins aren't there, so that's where it comes into play to help with that. Or down payment, it can go to help people with down payment. I don't think where we're at and what we're gonna be doing, the down payment is really as much of a necessity. So just to explain, the sponsorship it's just a pass-through. Yes, we'll have to submit an application, pay application to you guys, and then have somebody verify it. It could be Jenny, or it could be a commissioner, it could be anybody within the county to verify what we've got done, what we're applying for, but that's really the extent of it.
Just progress reports and basically?
Yep.
But there's no monetary commitment from the county, nowhere in this project,
No.
without what's going on right now.
No, it's just, for the MIH grant, that's the only thing. It'd be just some labor, somebody going through their pay application.
I'm willing to support that.
Yes.
I think that'd be good.
Yeah, it's kind of a make or break for housing anymore, in rural housing, so, it helps, what the incentive does is it allows us to just move full steam ahead with houses rather than sit back and wait for one or two houses to sell and then do another couple houses, where this allows us to do 6 at a time or something like that. So,
And is that the goal then?
yes. Yep, 6 with 6 at this with this application.
Right.
Yep.
I agree with Steve, I'd rather see this go up there for single family residences versus elsewhere. It's a good opportunity for growth at the Vito corridor like we tried to push.
Right.
And I think this is a big help if they can get it.
Yes, I will say it is a long shot. This is the only application they're taking this year. Usually they do 2 or 3 a year, and this is the first one for this year, so I'm anticipating the competition to be pretty stiff, but we'll do what we can.
Okay.
I think it's worthy.
I do too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd like to see that, if that can help them develop right.
Okay. So I guess, Angie, we need to do this resolution then, correct?
Okay, yeah, so we have this resolution, but, is Jenny still on the phone?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, so her and I talked this morning, and this was just kind of a sample resolution, isn't that what you said, Jenny?
It's for the city of
Yeah, I'm
Lebo.
sorry, there was the one that I wrote for the city of Lebo that they approved on Monday, and then I found out on Friday, that's when I found out they wouldn't be able to sponsor the grant.
So, our question
So
was,
I sent you their resolution, but we could modify it, I think,
I've
to
already
be to the county instead of through the city of Lebo, unless there was anything you guys wanted to add to it.
yeah, do you want to go ahead and I can modify this for you real quick? I kind of did already by changing city of Lebo to Coffee County, but do you want to review
Yeah.
this for a week and have it ready for next week? Would that be better, or?
The sooner the better for me.
Yeah, because if it's, what'd you say you need to have?
October 6th.
October the 6th, and that's coming up really fast.
Yeah. Just give me peace of mind that I'm not gonna have another hurdle to jump if we can get it done.
I understand.
Wade, did you have anything that you said that we looked at?
Did you look at this yet?
This,
Oh, yeah.
Angie, on the item number 2, under the therefore, there's another city that needs to be changed to county.
Okay.
Main thing is just switching it from city to county.
Yeah, I'm looking on that.
And then
And everything's done except for them.
line number 2 down there, it says the mayor is hereby authorized to execute.
Oh, yeah, we should do that.
Chairman.
And the last whereas, there's paragraph reference with city, probably needs to be county.
Are you keeping up with the changes?
A lot of changes made already.
So are you okay with this resolution then? I mean, we're saying that the chairman's authorized to execute this document. Do you want all of your names on there, or
I would suggest all resolutions have
leave it
historically had everybody, so I think.
So then do I need to take out that number 2, that the chairman's hereby authorized to execute any and all documents? Or what?
I don't think there's an issue with that, just signing the resolution, that everybody sign it.
Okay.
Or we could say the board, sign it, whatever.
If I can interject, I think that pertains to, so, like when I bring in an application, so that you all don't have to get together to sign.
It'd be to the chairman.
Yeah.
correct?
Oh, I see. For one person can sign from
Yes.
their board.
So that way, yeah,
So I don't know if you're.
Yeah, that's in reference to sign future documents.
Okay.
It's a resolution.
So just within Coffee County, take out,
It references in that first paragraph, the city and surrounding something or other. If it just says within Coffee County.
Patrick, how many of these are related to us? Do you have any idea?
It's typically, they set a budget amount, and it's been around $2 million that they allocate.
It's not a lot, there's a lot of places. Not for Ricky Dodd.
They've been up to $4 million during COVID. They had a surplus from the federal government, so.
yeah.
If we can talk about the RID, can we talk about that now too? It's not on the list.
I'm sorry, say that again.
The RID,
Your RHID grant?
Oh.
can we talk about that if it's not on the agenda, or? I thought it was gonna be on the agenda also.
Well, and we've got department update on there too.
Can I do my department update next week?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay. Thank you.
No, I was just,
Yes.
well, are we okay to do that?
I mean, it's tied into what,
It's all,
It's tied into this development, isn't it?
Yeah,
Are we
because-
okay there, Wade?
yeah, I mean, the benefit is, it's on, we'll see where you go.
okay, so in the application, they specifically ask if you've got a RID yet, or if you're in application for a RID, and, so they want to see that you are actively pursuing a RID. So I'm just, if we could get that part of it approved also, then I can check the box in the application for that RID, and I can proceed on with, the bond writer on that. So, I don't know if there's any questions pertaining to that, but that would work in conjunction with the MIH, and the same person, whoever you delegate to take care of the MIH, would be also taking care of the RID for us.
maybe during the department update next week, bring the RID back.
Okay.
It's on the radar now.
Okay.
More information can then be presented, so.
Okay.
I've just about got it.
This is October 3rd.
They may have extended it. I originally thought it was the 9th or something, but
That's what,
that's all right. It does say the 3rd on his too, so.
you have to work a little harder.
I know it. Thanks for the good news. I will say, guys, that after the last meeting, I had 2 people contact me looking to build houses out there, so if we can keep advertising, that wouldn't hurt my feelings at all, so.
You work better under pressure, is that right?
Oh, well.
You work harder, maybe not better. That's the way I am.
Yeah, I'm just kidding.
It'll catch up to you. Did you have any resolve with the sanitation we talked about last week?
We did reach out to a couple of the developers that we have been talking to, and they said, yeah, it would deter us a little bit. So on those the areas that don't have, or mostly clay, in those areas where we'll have to have a pond, a lagoon, we can also do walkouts on those. So that kind of the give and take there was the sales pitch that I was.
A little trade-off?
Yeah, I was trying to give them a sales pitch on that, and they seen where that was going, and they thought that it would work that way too. So. And we're gonna keep digging some holes and make sure, and keep fingers crossed to see if we can make some more laterals work instead of the beams.
Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
Copy that in for you to make a motion on it. Sorry, I would have had this ready before.
If you don't mind, I'm gonna say one more thing, just that, don't need to have discussion on it, but for next meeting, another thing in the MIH that they ask is what kind of buy-in does the sponsor have, or what part of the project does the sponsor have? That can be, like with Rhonda, in her last line, the city gave cash, and I'm not looking for anything like that. But I would like to be able to write in there something that the sponsor is donating or putting in kind. And what I've done before in other applications is just got materials at whatever your guys' cost is. So if I need a culvert or something like that, that I could go to your superintendent and say, hey, what can I get this culvert for? Or gravel. In the last one, the county had their own gravel quarries, and so I was able to get gravel at no cost. I understand that isn't the case here, but if there's a chance that I could get gravel at your guys' cost, then at least I could write something in on the application that we had an agreement. So just food for thought until next week, and then we'll go from there.
Do I have a motion to approve resolution number 2025-953, a resolution of the governing body of Coffee County, Kansas, authorizing and supporting the submittal of an application to the Kansas Moderate Income Housing, MIH, program?
So moved.
Been moved by Evandroth and seconded by Peterson. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week.
No, thank you.
Does he need one?
Is he gonna
Oh, do
take
you
that
want
with
one of
him?
these?
Do I need to take?
Do you want one for your application, or?
I will need a copy of it.
Well, we'll get you one if you want
Okay.
to hold up a minute.
There's,
I
the
mean,
back sheet has
two,
the other signature.
that way we've got one for us and you can have one.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is the top copy.
Can you change my A to P, or even omit it?
Did I have it in there? Yeah.
Is
E,
that my A?
it might be your A. You want me to redo it real quick? Hold on.
Just now.
Do you want a P or nothing?
Just omit it.
Okay. Did you want something Wade for yours? Your initial? Okay.
Do you have?
Let me reprint
Yeah.
if you guys would be okay with
I always
that.
have an
Yeah.
A. Just here and it's
So we're gonna do a new.
E. A something.
Yeah, here, I'll do it. Well, I guess we
Oh,
could have
okay.
just done that, yeah.
Either way.
Give me the back page and I'll get, the front page is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Technical difficulty. We'll get to it.
When you've been signing your name one way forever, it's hard to sign it a different way.
Let's see this. Some key. Duct tape. Especially taxpayers.
Okay, here we go. Need that front page. Give me the front page.
Here's the front page.
Yes.
Angie, was you gonna take the middle initial A out?
Did it not?
No.
Oh my gosh. What in the world?
Gremlins.
I did. What a
Oh,
Monday.
Mike, just go with Michael A and go with it.
No, that's fine. I'm so sorry.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
That's not him.
It's not it.
Oh.
Steve said.
Okay, it's gone now.
Sure.
Steve, how many times do you want to write your name today?
Yeah, I need practice, obviously.
Don't call you Skip yet.
He said that he's the opposite of Skip now, he's doing extra.
That's right.
A good charm, right?
I can always show you what a Monday to really like if you want.
What do you need on the?
More good. More good. want us to sign both of these?
Yes, please.
That way we can have an original and he can have one.
I think it's a move, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Took me a minute to find.
So Jenny, do you have anything else for us?
Not today. I'll try to get on the agenda for next week to give you guys an update just on all the stuff I've been working on. Sorry I couldn't be there this morning, but hopefully if I get some rest, I'm hoping I can come in tomorrow.
Okay, well, very good. Well, get to feeling better. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you guys so much, and let me know if you guys have anything else for me.
Okay,
Thank you.
all right,
Thanks.
thanks. Bye.
Thanks, bye.
Thought maybe sign for a couple more minutes and we can take a break before we go to our next item on the agenda. Yeah, here in just a couple minutes. That'll get us to 10:10. Well, if it's okay, guys, you want to take a 10-minute break and we'll come back at 10:10? Thank you, Mark. Well, I guess Coffee County Mental Wellness Board Chairman Amelia Marchant and Vice Chairman Sheriff Tom Johnson. Coffee County Mental Wellness Board recommendation for Board of Commission to appoint Bethany Thomas, USD 243 Student Support Specialist, as the USD 243 representative on the Coffee County Mental Wellness Board. Good morning, Amelia.
Good morning. Unfortunately, Sheriff Johnson was unable to make it today.
Okay.
All right. So we've had a vacant position for the USD 243 representative on the Coffee County Mental Wellness Board since the end of last school year, so the 2024-2025 school year. And with the new superintendent and the recommendation by the Coffee County Mental Wellness Board, the recommendation is for Bethany Thomas to fill that vacant position, and I do have a little biography on her if you guys would like to hear that.
Sure.
All right. So Bethany Thomas is a student support specialist for USD 243. Bethany Thomas is a dedicated student support specialist currently serving at the Weasley School. With a master's degree in sports counseling, she brings both expertise and compassion to her role supporting students' academic, emotional, and social development. Bethany has been an integral part of the 243 school district for the past 7 years, consistently advocating for the students' well-being and success. Her background in school counseling equips her with the skills to guide students through challenges, collaborate with families and staff, and foster a positive, inclusive school environment. And she did attend our board meeting last week on 9/11, and she seems like she's pretty eager to fill the position. As long as you guys approve.
So do I just need a motion?
Mm-hmm. And then I also have just a quick little update for the Mental Wellness Board while they're working on the motion. So we were able to send 23 Coffee County key partners from all 3 school districts, local individuals and business partners, and board members, and mental health advocates within Coffee County to attend the Bridging to Resilience Conference. We were able to provide tuition funding assistance to a Coffee County provider for a psychiatric DNP program with a 2-year commitment upon successful completion. We were able to get a USD 244 individual certified as a mental health first aid instructor, and that individual, she has been performing classes for the USD 244 staff members, projected to be 60 for this school year and 60 for next school year to help with mental health first aid. And then we were able to distribute 120 Narcan kits with training material through state and federal funding through DECA. So that's kind of a quick recap of the past year for the mental wellness.
Okay. Do I have a motion to appoint USD 243 Student Support Specialist Bethany Thomas to be the USD 243 representative on the Coffee County Mental Wellness Board? Been moved by McCurry and seconded by Peterson, correct? Any further discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. It's good when we get people that want to do these things and are qualified to do it. Sounds like she's qualified to do it, so win-win.
Yes, and on behalf of the Coffee County Mental Wellness Board, we definitely appreciate your guys' support on continuing the board.
Where do you say the Narcan was distributed to? Where do you distribute the Narcan?
So some of them, the majority of the Narcan doses, they were distributed through emergency services, so whether sheriff, first responders,
right.
etc. And we can get more if our community needs it. But we do still have a few on hand that we can distribute. So yeah.
Is there any need family in this school?
No.
I know that's a horrible question to ask.
Yeah, that's kind of a tricky place. So I leave that up to the school nurses to decide that.
We have districts
nurse schools in the county that don't have school nurses?
They do. There's are you speaking on behalf of the northern and southern?
Yeah,
Mhm.
have designated people, and it used to be principal, nurse, or the secretary, or someone like that. It's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it.
I don't know if the individual wants me saying their name, but
That's fine.
but they do have a registered nurse.
Okay.
She's kind of split between both the northern and southern school districts.
Yes.
So she's pretty busy, and I believe this year she might be assigned specifically to a student, in one of the school districts. So I know that takes up a lot of her time.
And she really does a good job.
Well, that's great, because I used to be the nurse, I
Mhm.
was principal there with that, and that was
Yeah.
rough, so.
Yeah, so they have a company that they contract through, that they use for school nursing. And I think they only have one allocated, unfortunately, but, yeah. I do offer to school districts, but I leave it up to them on if it's something that they would like to apply.
They need to decide. That could be bad news.
Yeah, and typically they're placed with the AEDs, and I know that, the AEDs throughout the school district, they have, stop the bleed kits. I don't think any of them have Narcan currently. And then there's a grant coming up that might potentially still to distribute more stop the bleed kits. But yeah, yep, if they're interested in, supplying Narcan, I mean, I'm more than happy to distribute.
Great.
Might be a good thing.
Use it.
Yeah, might save somebody.
Yeah. You guys have any other questions?
I don't believe so.
All right, well, thank you and have a good day, guys.
Okay, thank you.
You too.
Did the signage, papers made it all the way around, I guess, didn't it?
I think we completed it.
Okay.
It's only one skip, right?
Hold on yourself.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Well, guess that's the last item on our agenda. Mr. Bowie, you got anything else for us?
Take one, pass it around. What I just handed you and passed around are two different public notices specific to the two different properties that have been discussed in the last 2 weeks. One
Yeah, I see it now.
One is for 824 North 4th Street here in Burlington, the other one for 538 North C Street in Leroy. Both properties are tied to the hospital, but in the county's name. There's been an ongoing discussion about selling. This is the notice based on the conversation that we've been having the last 2 weeks. Incorporated into the body of each of these notices is the how it will be sold, which is public live auction. That auction would be administered by Cameron Ross of Von Ross Land Brokers. Last week, the commission was discussed, so within each of the the notices references a 5% commission not to exceed $5,000 total for the marketing and sale of both properties collectively together. Each notice references the other. So in one, for example, on the 824, the wording with a 5% commission not to exceed $5,000 total by Von Roth Land Brokers for the marketing and sale of both 824 North 4th Street, Burlington, Kansas, in brackets, this notice, and 538 North C Street, Leroy, Kansas, separate notice. There will be an auction listing agreement that will be prepared by Cameron Roth, and then at the very end of that paragraph, in both notices, it references there's no reserve. That's my understanding of what the discussion was previously. I just want to make sure the auction will occur October 30th, 2025, commencing at 7 p.m. in the courthouse lobby with the ability to bid remotely and in real time. The public hearing will be held Monday, November 3rd, 2025 at 10 a.m. If you agree and decide to move forward, I would ask that that be automatically designated on that agenda. And then at the very end, the publication, 2 weeks with publication to occur September 18, 2025, and again on October 16, 2025, and the legal paper for the county, Coffee County Republican. So that's the high-level summary of what each of these notices indicates and contemplates pursuant to the resolution that was put in place. Again, that's 2023-900. That gives you, as the board, the ability to administer and determine the mode, method, and manner of sale of any county property, as long as you provide notice as you would be here. So that's kind of where we are. Did I miss anything or misstate anything?
Well, we did quite a bit of discussion about not having a minimum, but, I mean, everybody was, is that okay with everybody? I mean,
Well, I think
I just don't know what else we're gonna do with it if we advertise it well and, you know, I mean, I think we'll have some interest in both properties. I've had some interest shown in the Burlington one, and as nice as that building is in Leroy, I can't believe there won't be some interest in it. I mean, is everybody all right with that?
I certainly am. I think we just need to get rid of them.
And I provided
it'll allow everybody to bid.
Yes.
So last week I provided the appraised values, at least according to what the county website is.
Yeah.
And for example, with the Burlington properties, I've not been to it. I've not seen it. I think it was appraised at what, $189,000.
$189,780.
$189,780. But my understanding is if you go to the property because of just sitting for a period of time, that may not be a realistic figure.
Right.
So I want expectations to be realistic for what, if there's going to be a reserve, one would assume, well, if that's what the appraised value is, that's what you're gonna put the reserve at, but I don't think that's realistic if you go and look at the property, just
Right. I'm fine with it. I just didn't know if we actually finalized that decision. I just didn't, because I was promoting that, and I didn't want everybody to think I was, you know, everybody to have, they had a concern to, you know. I'm good with it.
I mean, it'll be a fair auction. It'll allow everybody to bid that wants to bid, that's interested in it.
And I made sure the wording and how marketing and Cameron Ross portion, I want to make sure the wording was right. I got ahold of him, read him what the wording states, and he's fine with it. Similar to what happened previously, on a prior property, he helped or assisted the county. He does all the marketing, sends out all the information, he'll get pictures and do whatever needs to be done on that side, so it's not just walking in on October 30th and it hasn't been listed and it's not out there for public consumption.
So do we need to do any further action here, or just okay that you sign this, or?
You need to approve the notice of public hearings. The notices related to each property, so one is for the 538 North C Street, the other one for 824 North 4th Street.
Okay.
Just so it's earmarked and designated in the minutes for each property that you approve this.
I don't have copies.
Okay, sorry.
Let me
No, that's fine.
go make a copy.
Here you can have these. I just needed them to reference. So while Angie's putting that together, I'll need two separate executive sessions. One is in reference to legal advice and I guess an update on new pending litigation that I was advised of at 5:30, approximately 5:30 Friday, that involves the county as a named defendant.
Okay.
So that could probably take 10 minutes.
So we want to go do one of those and then just when we come back?
That'll give Angie the
I guess you gotta type the other one too. I'm jumping you around, Angie.
That's all right. I got it ready. That one ready, too.
Okay. So I guess we're
Thanks for
ready on
those up on that.
10 minutes, you think?
Yep, for that one.
Okay. Motion to enter into executive session for 10 minutes to include each of the commissioners and county counselor Wade Bowie II to discuss matters deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship regarding new pending litigation under the Kansas Open Meetings Act, KSA 75-4319B2. Also moved.
I'll second.
Moved by Thompson, seconded by McCurry. Any further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll go in at 10:30.
Hey, Wade, can these two notices be, the addresses be in one motion, or do I need two separate motions?
I think they can be included in one.
Yes, we're back in session and no action taken in the previous executive session.
No action taken.
So, what do we want
To maybe break things up a little bit, the next thing I had, last week had custodian interviews, had 5 applicants, 1 withdrew, interviewed 4, had an interview team, have a potential candidate narrowed down, and I just need to do a couple things before I'll probably later today make a call to that individual, formally offer the position. But for the board and those who don't know, we've been operating in 2 buildings with 2.5 people. In fact, for the majority of last week, we had one person covering 2 buildings. So, for several years, we had 3 people covering just this building. Has the building been perfect? Absolutely not. But I think it's been, if you look at what's been done and the people who've been involved, I think you have to temper your expectations based on the number of people who have been here. And it's unfortunate we've not been able to fill the position. I've not had qualified applicants for a period of time, and now here we are. So we'll leave it at that.
Okay.
Do we need to continue to look for another person to fill this with the expansion of square feet until it's filled, or do you just want to go with the 2, see what happens?
I have someone who I'm prepared to offer the position to. I actually have, if there were another position available, potentially 2 qualified candidates. But
That might be something we need to look at. Let it stretch pretty thin.
Because when I read the email about setting trash out and everything, you're stretched thin.
So, should we do this public hearing for the property here while we're back here? And, I'd make a motion to approve the notice of the public hearing related to the sale and disposition of surplus county property located at 538 North C Street, Leroy, Kansas, and 824 North 4th Street in Burlington, Kansas. The opportunity for public comment and notice of method of sale. Do I have a second?
Yeah, second.
Avondale seconded. Do we have further discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. We didn't leave that
You guys
later.
just have to-
Surely we wouldn't forget it. I don't think there's a place on here for us to sign.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not necessary.
He's got to be there too.
The last thing I have is I need to request 25-minute executive session.
That's for us, that's
Again,
for after the sale. Sorry. That's for after the sale. For us to,
So we gotta have a public hearing on this before the sale?
Yes.
So the people that voice their objections, correct?
So, a public hearing will be held Monday, November 3rd, 2025 at 10 a.m.
Yep.
But the sale is October 30th.
That's the following Monday, right?
Does the public hearing have to
So,
before the sale?
so you have the auction, you come to terms, then they bring, Cameron will come in, present that to the board. You can either accept or reject it, but that's the way that,
Okay.
Okay.
and that's the same format that occurred with the Meadows.
That's right, yeah, that's right, I remember that now.
Okay. It's just kinda weird to have.
Yeah, I
a
know,
public
it's like
meeting
having a
over-
hearing after it's
the
already
sale.
done.
after the
Yeah.
meeting, or after the
Yeah.
sale.
That was,
So you, through the the sale agreement, you don't sign the sale agreement as the owner until after it's presented to you, so you don't have to, if you get to that point and it's presented to you, and you decide that you don't wanna move forward, then you have that right. But that way it's opened up for anybody to, not everybody can come in and you can't set up a meeting on a Monday to have an open auction and then go from there. So this is kind of being creative and putting something together where people can come in. It opens it up in a way where on an evening, somebody can come in and bid in person, by phone, online, whatever way they see fit, whatever that final figure is for either property, then that's locked into place. Cameron will do the work behind the scenes, put together, make sure they have whoever the final bidder is has the financial backing to support whatever bid they put in, and then bring it in, present it to the board on that Monday. And it gives the public the opportunity to come in and be a part of that process, which is what that resolution requires. So, does that make sense? I mean, it is odd the way that that's structured, but that's how you cover the public hearing part of it. And for that matter, I mean, the board's not going to be participating in the auction part of it. That will be through Cameron Roth and his people through the October 30th. But the public does have the opportunity to come in and be a part of that process if they want to witness it, observe it. It's open and transparent, which is the whole point of everything that's being done. Sorry.
No, we're good.
Makes sense.
I forgot what I was saying.
25.
Oh, 25-minute executive session, myself and the board. This is for legal advice regarding legal advice and direction regarding subordinate board to the county.
Okay. All right, do I have a motion to enter into executive session for 25 minutes to include each of the commissioners and county councilor Wade Bowie II to discuss matters deemed privileged in the attorney-client relationship regarding legal advice and direction regarding subordinate board to the county under the Kansas Open Meetings Act, KSA 75-4319B2.
So moved. Second.
Been moved by Parker and seconded by McCurry. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Motion carries. We'll go in at 10:52.
And Dawn did,
Yes, he does a fine job.
he does a fine job.
If he could get all the paperwork, that'd be even better.
So I guess no action taken in the previous executive session, is that correct, Mr. Willoughby?
No action taken. I'm full of all kinds of things today.
Chill last week.
What do you have, sir?
The next thing is being passed around.
I'm one short.
Yep.
So what I just handed out was the lease rental agreement for the north property. As if you'll previously recall, the discussion was to extend for 6 months, while you figured out what you were gonna do and what direction you were gonna move with that particular property. It had sort of gone back and forth a little bit behind the scenes, and then I reached out to Bart Massey to figure out where things stood with the agreement.
Are you asking for a copy?
He had,
Please. On that 1,040 minutes, sorry.
Oh,
he had,
okay, gotcha. Yeah, that'd be fine.
emailed me with a signed copy. It's dated September 9th. It has, for the board's purposes, it removed the right of first refusal. It removed some of the things that were specifically tied to CHIPS and the CHIPS application, which was part of the reason why it was put in there to begin with. And then it sort of changes some of the notice provisions and so on and so forth. So I'm not sure if you want to take a look at it, how you want to handle that. It can be 6 months from the date it was signed. I didn't know if he was going to bring in the original in the correspondence with Bart Massey. What he had indicated that he was going to bring in and bring a check and pay, but I don't know if he's been in yet or not. So I also have just a sheet, so you have 6 months down the road, that would be Monday, March 9th, just so you have a reference point. So
I guess for me, you've gone over it and, that was the main thing that we wanted to change was the length and the first right of refusal. Is everybody okay with going ahead with this? And
So
if you're
also,
telling me that's the changes, I'm fine with it.
page 2 and 4.1, security deposit, they had previously paid a security deposit, so I referenced the prior security deposit that the county, which is full, so we had to pay a new one. That was one that I,
Another change,
in section 20, it references notices to make it easier since some of the individuals are based out of Kentucky. I added an email notice.
Thank you.
So that notice could be provided, and I added everybody's email address, including mine, Angie's, and then the 2 representatives for Bart Massey.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I'm comfortable with
Looks
this.
fine with me.
So I'll get a hold of Bart, see if he's gonna bring the original. I'd always prefer to have the original with the, what I call the wet signature, but wanted to let you know kind of where that stood then.
Okay. And this is a copy of what was presented to him and he had signed.
Yes.
Yep, that's okay.
He scanned that, emailed it to me, so
Great.
I just wanted you to know where it was.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, glad to be getting it done, so.
Any questions on that?
It was just showing from September 9th to,
Okay.
that's all it was.
Bill? Do you have anything else, Wade?
For being a short meeting, I think I filled up quite a bit of time.
Okay.
That's all right.
Thanks, Wade.
Before noon's pretty rare.
Lot of things going on.
Yes, there is. Todd, you got some stuff for us?
Not today.
Okay. Mark?
No,
All right.
Quick update on Maribel Building. He worked all weekend. He's got the west building, all the top of it off. He thinks he will be concluded by Wednesday or Thursday of this week for the brick. I did contact the glass company this morning and asked them to schedule that piece of plate glass, and they thought maybe this Friday. So if that can happen, we'll be pretty close to completion again for that building. So we might want to decide where we want to go with it and what our next step is with that.
Yeah.
The awnings that we took down on the front of the building, they have Maribel written on them. Do we want to put the awnings back up, or do we want to leave them down, or, because obviously it's no longer,
What material is that?
it's kind of a canvas.
So it can't really be painted and stay on very
No,
well?
I don't think it can. So, but I mean, the frames on them are in wonderful shape, so it's possible if someone was to end up with that building, they could definitely change the canvas on them and use the frames.
I would sit at school down and let them make that decision if they want them back with a different canvas. So
And they may do an entirely different
Yeah.
type of awning.
Correct.
I guess
Save
so.
some labor.
Yeah.
I know-
That would be where we store them at.
Yeah, one of them is at the road and bridge, and the other one's still sitting down here on the sidewalk. So
I see.
I'll have to figure out where we can put those. So
That'd be the only question I'd be concerned about is.
I could get them in the building right now with that broken window to store them in there, but once the glass is in, I'd have to break a window to get them back out. So, not in favor of that. So, yeah, if we could find some place to store them. So, like I said, he hopefully substantially completed that building this week. So let's,
It looks like they're doing a really good job on that.
yep, yeah, they worked all weekend down there, so.
Okay.
He said that other side was pretty sorrowful also, it was next,
Okay.
so. Other than that, I'll get with Colin and get the roof finished when he's done, and see what we can do with it.
Okay.
And that's really all I got right now.
So we wanna wait till the roof is finished then before we decide what to do with the building, or?
I think we could go ahead and decide anyway, Mark, it's, it won't take him a day to finish up the roof.
Oh, once
Once the
this,
brick's done, yeah.
about a day to finish.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cause all you gotta do is wrap it up the back and
That's
flip it
right.
over the top and secure it, so.
Haven't we had some inquiries about it again?
I think Jenny showed an individual the building, and Wade, week, 2 weeks ago perhaps, so.
Yes.
And that's all I know about it, so.
Yeah.
They expressed some interest putting a business downtown. I want them to have the opportunity to come in and give a presentation if that's what they want to do, but
Sure.
they wanted to take a look on the inside and see if from a square footage standpoint, it could meet their needs if they decided to become interested. You have that option, or you could move down the same path that you moved with the other two properties, and it probably wouldn't be difficult to add that to that same option if you wanted. if you think it'll be done in time. Now your publication dates would be different, but
Well, I think we could have it completed if that's the route we wanna go for those 2 others. I have no doubt it'd be done.
now you'd have to figure out what your final figure would be on that one, because that one has sort of a different historical story that's gone with it.
Yeah, would we wanna,
Oh, he did,
go ahead.
he did think that he was able to knock, about $1,700 off of his original bid to do that too, so.
Well, that's kind of a rare option.
Kind of very, done.
Yeah. Well, would we be better to do it, say like sale date of a month later? If we're gonna have set different terms, if we wanna decide what we wanna do out of reserve or want to reserve.
Do we wanna try to list it with an agent first?
How does the county do that? How do you choose an agent?
You get to choose an agent, you just go out, and your resolution gives you the option to.
We're able to do that. I mean, that's we're okay, just like our deal we did now. With it not being bid, I guess, is what I'm asking. You know.
And obviously, we'll be able to figure out how much we have in here, hopefully, with the conclusion of all of this part, so.
You don't want to.
Yeah, that's not a good figure.
It's not gonna,
Well, I know, what do we have in it and what.
but you're right, we'll know exactly what we've got.
Yeah, yeah.
So my assumption would be the county appraisal for that property is not gonna be accurate, because now you have a brand new roof on it, and you have, this.
The new structural part of it?
Right. So that will need to be taken into account, and then, if you recall, you intentionally sought out certain criteria and characteristics for the roof that would have, instead of doing a Band-Aid, we wanted to just replace it, so it has a 30, I don't remember what the mills is on the roof membrane itself, but it's a 30-year
Warranty on it?
warranty that's gonna go with the roof. So, and that's significant, because what it previously was, it may not make it
But that's, in my mind, the life of those buildings, downtown buildings, they've gotta have a good roof.
I suggest we don't jump into trying to tie them all three together.
I'd rather not.
I'd rather not. I'd like to see, I mean, if there's some interest already, maybe pursue that, and maybe it would be better to put it, to list it for a while. I really don't know, I don't have an opinion on that. I don't know.
It would be nice to try to sell it before the dead of winter gets here and have a response. I mean, it'd be nice, because we're just obviously, we all know it's dragging on, and nobody's fault, and it's just.
And I know there was an engineer that came down and looked at both buildings, and he came back with a really good report about the structures, said they were in wonderful shape, other than the front.
Well, that's good.
And it's all
That's
new,
good.
so.
And obviously, we couldn't get rid of it with the roof the way it was, we had to have a roof. You gotta have a roof.
Yeah.
But
Go ahead.
the good news is, somebody didn't get in there, and then the front of the bricks fell while they were trying to move in, or something was going on, which, you don't wanna be a
Bump the wall
pessimist.
and have it come down on them.
So, the issue had been identified and was in the process of being corrected, so nobody got hurt.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay. Good report, glad to hear progress is moving now, so. that all you got, Mike?
That's all I got.
I don't have anything.
I don't think I've got anything to add. Angie?
Well, just remember, next week you will be having Kilo Construction, CFS engineers in to discuss the road at the airport. And then, I sent a message to the hospital, well, 2 weeks ago about the keys. And then I touched base again last week about the keys, and Rhonda had not heard anything. She responded this morning again that she said, because I asked her if she'd heard anything about the keys on Friday again, still trying to find out. She said not recently. I know they are working hard to clean out the old clinic. So they may be working in Leroy now, I'm not sure, so.
Okay.
So, but I told her to let us know as soon as those are available so we can get them back.
Yeah.
Mayor Jenny's got an appointment on the 17th, I believe, to show.
On the 17th.
To
So, Vernal
Oh.
location.
Yeah. So
I see.
Wednesday.
Okay, good. Okay.
And that's all I have
Okay.
for this week. Oh, I do have one thing. Are any of you wanting to attend KAC in December?
Is that the one we'll meet?
Yeah, that's the conference. I put cards on your desk, but I didn't know if any of you were interested in attending, or you want me to try to get something set up, or...
That's what the 9th through the.
Possibly, but I'd like to see what they have on their agenda.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Yeah, that's what,
Yeah, because if I can get something out of it, yes, if not, then.
yeah.
Right, right.
Okay. Let's see if I can look anything, or... It'll be December 9th through 11th, and probably, I doubt there'll be any rooms available at the Hyatt Regency because we're already in September. So, okay, so I have this I can print off for you. I don't have anything. I may have to try to get a list of something, because I'm not finding anything that's got details of the conference.
Okay.
So do you want me to try to locate something or get something sent to me and then push it out? You can let me know next week. Does that work? Okay.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I'll do that. That's all I have now.
Okay.
Angie, did you get any more applications for the housing board other than those two?
Okay.
I've got one thing that just showed up. So if you didn't know, and you may not have, because this was sort of going on in the background, Kansas Department of Labor every 3 years will do a safety inspection of the county. I've been contacted by their safety specialist. I thought it was a joke because his name was Tito DeVille, and I thought I was being.
Pulling your leg, yeah?
I did, and I talked to him, and he sent me an email, coordinated with, we coordinated a date and time for him to appear for September 10th. I worked with all the department heads on getting things set up and put in a place where they were prepared for the inspection. I just received the results and just read you a couple parts of it. September 10th, 2025, Mr. Juan DeVille, safety specialist, conducted an on-site safety inspection of your facilities to determine if possible unsafe or unhealthy working conditions might be present. This inspection was conducted under the authority granted the Secretary of the Kansas Department of Labor by KSA 44-636. The enclosed notice identifies potential hazards that were found because of the inspection. No hazards noted during the visit. No written response notice report is required. We would like to take this opportunity to congratulate you because you promote the safety and health of the employees in your facility. A little bit further, there's a specific safety inspection report and the executive summary that includes the people who were a part of that. And they went not only here in this building, they went to the new building, they went to Noxious Weed, they went to Road and Bridge, so all of those people were a part of that process, including here Barb, Amelia, Cole from River City took them for a tour of the new building, Julie Rohr, Brian Durst, Wayne Harb, Todd Bemis. So the additional comments specific to Coffee County. Coffee County consistently maintains rigorous safety protocols through systematic inspections and comprehensive training programs. I recommend Coffee County for the SHAPE Award in recognition of their unwavering commitment to safety across all departments. Their proactive leadership and enduring impact on public safety make them a standout example of excellence in community protection.
Very good.
So,
That sounds good.
I didn't want to, since that just came in, I want to make sure that was noted because I think that's important and it's only something that can be talked about because everybody rallied together and took care of it collectively as a team.
Everybody did their part, sounds like. Good deal. Thanks to all of them.
That's all I got.
Okay. Well, guess nobody has anything else. We'll adjourn at 11:41.